a lot of things.
This presentation has been brought to you by Four Walls Productions, where we specialize in creating and bringing your ideas from concept to reality. For more on products, pricing, and more, please visit us on the web at fourwallsllc.com or call us at 856-650-6556.
All right, welcome back to our final segment here on Let's Get It. I know we've had some technical difficulties tonight, but if you are following us along, we appreciate it. Once again, we've been discussing the Eagles and discussing Carson Wentz, but we're going to transition topics now and get into the start of the NBA season, which kicks off in about 12 minutes with the Nets and the Warriors. And then later on tonight, we got the Clippers and the Lakers. I'm excited. I know you guys are very excited for this. And, I'm just let you guys go at it because I know Coach. I mean, we're all excited, but I can say what I want to say. But Coach, I'm gonna let you because I know you're pumped, and Jay, I know you're pumped. So, what's your guys' thoughts with the NBA season upon us?
It's usually you go through this long break between season to season. You watch the summer league just to get a fix, but I feel like the season ended 2 weeks ago.
Right.
So it's pretty exciting. No, I mean, I'm super, super excited. In the NBA in general, I'm excited. Steph's playing tonight, which is I think that's, I just love watching him play. KD's back. I can do without Kyrie. We talked about that already. But, I think it's going to be a fun night. And then Sixers start tomorrow. I mean, I could go on and on. I'm just excited, man. I think it's going to be a great season. But there's a lot of storylines. There's a lot of things to watch. So I think every night's going to be exciting because there's always going to be something. And there's no, I think the Lakers are a clear-cut favorite, but after that, it's who is it? For the rest of, so I think it's going to be exciting.
Yeah. Jay, what are your thoughts, man?
Hey, listen, I'm excited. I will say I have to eat my words. I caught a glimpse of the Brooklyn Nets versus somebody game. I'm not sure who they were playing. But Durant looked good. They look pretty good. You know what I'm saying? As much as the whole Kyrie narrative kind of got on my nerves a little bit. And then, him talking about he calling himself an artist and, just all the different things that he's an attention seeker. I realized this about Kyrie. But I do like the team though. I do like the team. But I'm excited though. Finally got some basketball. I need sports. That centered in my cable packages is centered around sports.
Yeah.
And it's centered around pretty much basketball. Okay. So
you got NBA TV and everything?
NBA TV.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't have the league, but that should be free starting tonight for a week.
I believe so, yeah.
It's usually a free for a week.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But for the most part, no. I mean, I'm excited. I like basketball and I like to see sports. Other than that, I'm watching The Office, I'm watching some type of Netflix show. I don't really watch no other type of TV other than Power from back, but that was when I had Stars. I don't even got none of that stuff. So I'm excited for basketball. I'm excited for my Sixers. I'm hoping that my Sixers stand pat and don't think about no James Harden. Don't think about none of that because we don't need that. We're good where we're at. And I'm hoping that, we can, come together. I liked how they've been looking. The 2 games they won, I like how they looked. You had some little hiccups here and there, but for the most part, I like how they look. They look pretty good. So I'm excited, man.
Here's a question I got for you guys about the Sixers. They're talking about, Ben Simmons is not available, blah, which I agree. So say the Sixers go in and they are not good, not great, not terrible, but they're just middle of the pack, a little bit better than 500. Okay. Would you still not do the deal for Harden?
Absolutely.
Simmons for Harden.
No.
Straight up.
No. Why? I don't even understand. I'm not even understand. First of all, listen. I don't understand. What? He's only James Harden because they play James way. If they don't,
That's false.
I don't. Okay, so you have to give me another team or other detailed information where he's been successful not playing James way.
What is James way? Him controlling the ball?
Controlling the ball, ISO. heavy,
It's not okay. Yeah, go ahead.
ISO heavy,
Yeah.
and that's the way the offense revolves around. So bringing that to Philly, now you're like, God forbid you even keep Simmons,
No,
Embiid, and Harden. Hell no, that's not working. And then Harden and Embiid ain't working. Harden ain't going to work nobody.
But here's my
Well,
question.
Harden.
So you're just gonna say let's just stay pat and be the 5th seed? That's what you'd rather do?
Well,
That's my question.
Okay, well here's the thing.
Yeah, I don't have it.
Here's my thing, and that because I still said after to what the more and more I'm seeing this development with James Harden in Houston, the way that he's handling back there.
He sound like Carson. Right?
Stop, but stop because that's not no, it's not. He
Carson.
doesn't. No, he doesn't. But here's the thing: is that like I just don't think that you're going to win a championship with James Harden on your team unless you have an ego bigger than his.
And I'm fine with even saying I'll get Harden. I was kind of
Put some hypothetical.
well, no, I was even going a step further with that after I asked that question. But my point is, if you're not going to win a championship with Simmons and Embiid, if we establish that, that's what I'm saying. I don't think you make any moves right now. I don't think you do that at all.
What we can do with
I'm
Doc
saying
is go.
now, if you get to that point and it's like this, just still Simmons still not aggressive. He's still not doing this. Embiid's still out of shape. Embiid's still shooting 10 threes a game. Like, what do we?
But does going Harden do anything to change that landscape? Because let's say
so I don't mean to cut you off, but that was my point. Forget James Harden. Interested in trading Simmons, not for James Harden. Because if you're going to trade him for James Harden, I'm saying no. Scrap that. Let's go see what else we can get for Simmons.
like if someone were to say, I'll give you let's hypothetically, I know it's not going to happen. I'm going to say I'll give you Ben Simmons for Devin Booker. Like,
very
I mean, I'm just saying,
Right.
yeah. Like,
But that's a different. That's what I'm saying. Let's see. I think
I know it's not going to happen, but it's like, okay, who's a young guy?
But I think that and I'm guilty of it too a little bit, much as a lot of Philly fan, the prototypical Philly fan. To be honest with you, like I feel like we jumped the gun a lot. Like, why did we not do well last year? Because Brand played a poor chess move. He got rid of the shooting. So when you bring the shooting back, now we're back. We're pretty much back to where we were a little bit with Jay without Jimmy,
which is huge.
We're still back to how we were with them losing to the Celtics, right?
Right, which is
right.
The Sixers are
But now, do we lose the second round because of lack of talent or because of poor coaching? So now you replace that coaching.
Here's what you replaced the coaching, but you still didn't replace your assassin.
Right.
No, okay, but we still listen. So Jimmy did help us out, but I also think that now you have Doc Rivers now to maybe influence Tobias or influence Matisse, and to me, Maxi's going to be a starter. Okay, coming soon. Okay, but now you got players that you putting them in better positions.
But those players shouldn't even be the guys that we're looking at. Right. There's two guys that need to step their game up to another level. That's Joel Embiid and that's Ben Simmons. And that's where and like when we talk about who needs to be that guy, you need Ben Simmons to be that guy. Or you need
has to average 25 games.
And he's got to. I don't care if he gets it. I don't even care if all he does is drive and get to the foul line.
But if he's 20 and 10, I'm good with that.
But he's not gonna. Here's why he's not gonna be 20, 10, and 10 because if he's not aggressively going to score, Seth Curry's not open.
So okay, right.
So he has to be trying to score the ball in order for these guys.
Or B, because once they double down, Joe got to pass out that double team, right?
The double's going to be coming from Ben. That's
Ben's man.
Work. That's why it doesn't work that way.
Okay. Well, I mean, listen. Listen. To me, I just feel like I'm not saying that you can't go get another player, but not James.
I'm fine with that, and that was my point.
You get another player, but not James.
No, and like I said, I said this.
I see James going to New York. To be honest with you, I see him going to the Knicks. I thought maybe him in Miami would have been a problem.
Miami shut it down.
But in Miami shut it down. But that would have been a problem.
Well, I think that's the problem too right now is that everyone's really shutting it down. Like the options that were there, and I think people are pushing this narrative again about Harden to the Sixers, because of Morey, Harden, and that's what I think. But like, and I think there is, some, where there's smoke, there's fire. I think there has been talks about it. I think also too people realize that, because I think that I know there's still a little bit left on his contract, but I think that once Ben Simmons is done the contract he has now, I don't see him re-signing in Philadelphia.
Have to win.
I mean, I can see him going out in LA or going to a bigger city or somewhere like that and signing, a max deal somewhere. That's just my personal thought. I'm not saying you get rid of him now. You still capitalize what he can give you. But I just look at it now and I'm just like with James, you'll only win with Harden on your team a championship if he were to go, and I'm not saying it works, but if he went to a team like the Lakers where a guy like LeBron could shut him down and say, this is the role you're going to play.
That's true.
Yeah, I don't even think it has to be a player. I think it just has to be a coach that's solidified as D'Antoni. It was Harden show. It was his organization, not just his team. Like everything revolved around him.
Right.
But it's funny. Like I don't know how I guess coming from a player's perspective, how do you blame the player for that? Because I know when I was playing, if you're telling me, you're asking me when we're taking off, here's when we're taking off. I'm not. No, coach, you're the man. You didn't.
Right.
If you're telling me,
No,
Phil hurts when I get there.
Right.
All right. I'll get there when I get there.
And even now what they're doing is just they face the consequence of their actions. Like, now James is allowed to go away for the weekend, and James is allowed to do this. He doesn't have to be with the team. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, but he still was in the agreement. We'll do your thing as long as you come back and drop 35 and 10 the next night. Which he did all the time.
Right.
I just outside of it, like I said, I'm excited for the Sixers. I think we're all excited for the NBA. I really believe that this Sixers team is going to be different. I think the style of ball that they play and the game itself are going to entertain. What it was just so vanilla, and it was just you knew.
It's a great word. That's a great term. Elementary.
It was. That was just it was just everyone go. We'll pass it around. Doc's going to be running more plays. Doc is going to have guy. Doc's not going to be afraid to pull a guy out of the game. Man, and that's what I think. What I'm really excited too is what happens if in a situation where Simmons isn't delivering. Is Doc going to be have that? I think he's going to be able to say, what learning experience, Shake. I'm not saying that's going to be the move.
That's who I really like.
Danny Green's struggling.
He is.
Hopefully that comes back. Like he's been struggling for a year now. So hopefully he gets. I know he's been hurt. I think he's just kind of getting back into the flow of being full at 100%. So hopefully that changes.
The thing I would say that was different about Doc and Brett, Philly was down 17. Okay, and you saw in the full part. But they were able to battle back. And that's the difference I see thus far with Doc. That he's going to demand they play. Now, he's going to take his fair share of losses. Don't get it twisted. But it's just a little more bravado, a little more bass in the voice. I go back to that all the time, man. But it's a little more bass in the voice. And again, I like the pieces they have, man. I do. I can't even lie to you.
I still think they need another.
They
need the guy, but I don't think that's happening. I still think they need another wing scorer, not somebody who's gonna get 25, but just somebody and
give you a little
15,
Williams.
Yeah, somebody.
I can see it like that.
They need somebody who can just go score. Like here, just go score. We need a ball.
I think Maxey could be that person. The sad thing, Tobias can.
No.
Tobias, he cannot create his own shot. You can see it just the way that he just cannot create his
But he
shot.
still had his best season there.
Well, we'll see.
So-
That's what I'm
so
saying.
we'll see.
We'll see.
But I mean, so here it is. The season's coming. The season's at our point. So we got to make our predictions. We've talked about it before, but we got to make our bold predictions for this. I'm gonna give you this. I'm gonna give you a bold prediction. Give me where do you think the Sixers are going to finish
In the East? Or
in the
Atlantic?
East? Give me your matchup. So I mean, since I threw the question out there first, I think the Sixers unfortunately are going to be another second round exit, no matter who they face. I think they're going to have a second round. I think it's going to be a better showing though than what we had in the past. I think you're going to see more excitement, but I think it's going to be another growing year of Doc Rivers. If pieces fell into place, maybe we could sneak into Eastern Conference Finals. But I just feel like no matter what, where we're going to be in that 4 or 5, maybe even 6 range in the East, I feel like that second round matchup is going to be tough for us. Now, as far as I like Miami in the East, and I like Miami to face the Lakers, honestly, in the finals.
Well, that's a long shot.
So, I know a little bit of a dark horse, but I'm going outside the box a little bit.
I got you.
I think the Sixers finish third in the East,
Which changes a lot, but okay.
and they get knocked out in the Suns by the Boston Celtics. Again,
Oh,
I think the Celtics beat Milwaukee in the conference finals. I think the Lakers and Clippers play in the Western Conference Finals. I think the Lakers win that, and I think the Lakers beat the Celtics.
Wow. Okay. All right. So there was this video. I don't know if y'all see. I'm a real big Sixer fan. So, and I have it on VHS and tape and everything. But during the 1983 season, there was a dude that had a T-shirt on, and it said, "Dr. Little Mo, Big Mo, Andrew Toney, Roney, no baloney, Sixers all the way." Right? Right? There's a commercial out there. Yo, I'm telling you, it's out there, right? I've got Sixers all the way. I got Sixers versus LA in the finals.
wow.
I got Sixers. I think the Sixers get better as the season progresses. I think Joel is a monster down low. I think that you see Steph Curry, have a lot of open shots. I think Danny Green, he struggles a little bit, but I see him coming through. I don't like Milwaukee because I don't trust Giannis in the playoffs. I don't trust Middleton. They did pick up what was that Bledsoe? No, Bledsoe. Drew Holiday. I do like him. If he stays in, that's a big pickup. I don't know if it's a big pickup to get you over the top a little bit. I don't think so. I'm not sure. Toronto, I'm not worried about. I'm not worried about Miami either. I think Miami really benefited from the bubble, and they got hot during the bubble. But now, you're going to see Duncan Robinson. Duncan Robinson reminds me of, what's my dude from this, Steve Novak. Do you remember Steve Novak?
Yeah.
Okay, right. He was that man for like a year. Again, changed. And then they shut his ass down. He wasn't doing nothing. Okay, Hero, I think he's tough. I think he's they'll get on him a little bit. He had the snarl and all that. It was all whatever. You know what I'm saying? But that's gonna be Jimmy team. Jimmy's not I don't think he's a superstar. I think he's a high level all-star. He's not a superstar. High level, I mean, you can't be a superstar. Just 16 points one day, 10 points.
But
one day.
you know what I'm saying? I don't agree with that.
Okay, it's okay.
No, and that's fine. And I don't know. I want to get your coaches. A superstar always is not based.
But Coach Ray told you that he's not a superstar.
I don't think
That's what I'm saying.
and here's why. It's basically what he's saying. And it's not because I agree. He plays defense, he guards the other team's best player. But he doesn't.
It's like Iguodala.
They lose games when.
Oh, that's disrespect.
I think he's better than Iguodala.
Mm-hmm.
But he doesn't throughout the regular season, he'll have games where he has 12 points and he takes 5 shots. That's not.
I get it.
And what I mean by that is, and I agree with you, it shouldn't be all about scoring. But in the NBA, that's what the game is about. Like the game is without
Superstar,
scoring.
right.
So, and they'll lose games, and he takes 8 shots.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like if you're going to be that guy, it's one thing if you win game and you don't have to score, but when your team needs you to score, you got to score or go out or shots.
Right.
I'd rather you lose and shoot 20 than lose and shoot 8.
Right.
Right.
No.
No.
It's an all-star. That's it.
No, I agree.
Right.
I think it was a travesty that he was All NBA last year.
Yeah. Well,
And I love Ben Simmons. And I don't want to trade him. I'm just being honest.
Right.
I mean,
I think Jimmy and Paul George. I think that's a fair. But then, no, I think maybe you get that Paul George though a little bit maybe.
you actually.
I would
some credit.
Well, because just the longevity.
But Jimmy
I still
had
want
a
Jimmy more.
great bubble.
He did, but that's it.
I
don't
you
really
know,
know
That's
what
what
else.
we remember. Like he had a great bubble. He had a great game 5 against the Lakers, whatever it was. Like that was great. Like it's just not. It's not a consistent
Thing.
And
So,
as a Philly fan, like I said, I always gonna have a soft spot for Jimmy. Because he came here, he did his thing, and we all were kind of like, man, like would have loved to see him stay.
I wouldn't.
I would have liked to see him.
I wouldn't. I mean, he's older. He's getting older. When you get older, like 33 now, so you give him a 4-year contract, 5-year contract. These 2 or 3 of them years, he's gonna be garbage. Like you're not gonna be like what you want him to be. So that's why I'm saying you don't go after Harden either, because Harden's what 32.
No, if you go after Harden, you're not re-signing. You're trying to win today.
Right. So they did that with Jimmy, right? They didn't resign. It wasn't. I don't think we're ever going to resign Jimmy. I didn't believe that. Okay. I thought you had to choose between Jimmy and Tobias, and you got to go with youth. Okay. So you had to go with Tobias, but that was tough because Tobias is really disappointing to me. Okay.
Absolutely.
But I think I do see like a synergy between him and Danny Green, the 2 Long Island boys. So they could maybe do a little something or whatever, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. But I got Sixers coming out the East, though.
Okay, listen. I hope that
I don't know anybody else. I mean, not Milwaukee, no.
I just can't. I want to. It's
not the Celtics. The Celtics lost something with Gordon, but they did gain something with Tristan.
That's what they're missing.
But then they gave up that other wing, though. And they were with Gordon. They're better with Gordon. They're going to miss Gordon Hayward. They're going to miss him. Because I'm telling you,
their best lineup he wasn't in. When they went Kemba, Marcus Smart, Jaylen Brown, Tatum, and throughout the season, their best lineup was when they played those 4.
Brown literally elevated his game.
Those 4, and then I thought that's when they played their best.
And then you would put in Tristan there too.
And then have him or Ty's or whatever his name is.
Yeah, I like Tatum.
I think he's gonna have a monster year.
I think so. I mean, I'm not sold on Brown yet. I'm not sold on him yet. I've seen him be a little flip floppy. A little flip floppy. He's a little flip. He's not like Tatum. Tatum is a clear, got a trajectory to superstar.
Wouldn't he have been nice?
Oh, your boy Markel get an extension.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying.
$50 million.
You know what's so funny? I was with my boy.
But they gave up on
They
him.
freaked out about this contract.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, in reality, but based on the market and what contracts is being given out left and right in the NBA, I was like, I mean, I'm not saying
He's playing.
But he's
well.
the ball
playing well.
He's
And
the
so
baller.
I said last year he averaged 12 and 6 or whatnot and shot 47% from the field. I think trajectory wise, he could be up to like 16 and 8.
But how much of the fault is that on Brett Brown, who ruined them? So that's what I'm saying. I don't think, like, first of all, Markel.
That's just irrelevant at this point, though.
No, I'm saying, but it goes back to again about that narrative that's being created. Like, no, they just didn't have enough coaching.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Like,
and
so
then,
how does
in
Markel
this town? He was just,
and one of the player that left. We talked about him when we first started this show, and he got. Did he get traded or did he get Corona? Christian Wood. You know that bum? He ain't no bum no more.
Yeah, he got paid.
Paid. They saying he got like a little Anthony Davis in his game. I'm like, Christian Wood? That bum?
I mean, listen. Look, we got a lot of guys. Remember that was doing the coaching. I mean, look at I would say this Vucevic. He was nothing in Philly.
Who coached him?
a double
Who
machine
coached him?
afterwards.
But you guys got to remember, a lot of these guys, if Vucevic plays well, you don't have Ben Simmons.
No, I know. I mean,
Okay.
I know.
If
I get
things
it.
like that happen,
Okay.
like so during that time, you know, you're almost getting rid of guys on purpose. I mean, that was before the process started. Vucevic, because he played with Drew Holiday, didn't he?
Yeah, he was.
So I mean,
But the Markel thing, you see that, and like, but my buddy's like, oh, you know, he's a bum. He'll never be nothing. Blah blah. But you know, my buddy Lee,
No, I didn't. I always thought. I still thought he. I thought he had.
I think now that was a great contract because I think he's going to be a fringe all-star, and you know, at $17 million a year for a solid point guard, I don't think that's a bad deal.
I think, and I'm put this on record because I was thinking about pondering this the other day. I actually think that if the Sixers do part with Ben, it's probably because Tyrese Maxey has came on and became like a stud. Because I'm telling you, he almost seems a little unstoppable. A little bit. I'm just saying.
Well, let's see.
I'm
Let's see.
putting them out there. But yo, what I'm seeing, I'm like, yo, this kid got something, yo. It's just the way he moves the rim. I don't know. He's got something with him, bro. And I see him being really special. And I don't know if you're going to keep that on the bench.
right.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we'll see what happens. I mean, like I said, we're all excited for it. I know tomorrow I'm excited to see the Sixers come out, you know, and, you know, just that first tip. And because that first tip is going to be different because it's not, like I said, it's not going to be the same vanilla play call.
Sure.
Doc is going to take control from the jump tomorrow, and you're going to see a different team. And I think you're going to see the Sixers come out and kick some ass tomorrow night, to be honest with you. And I think it's going to be with, you know, shots being open for Seth Curry, shots being opened up for, you know, Danny Green. And I think you're going to have, you know, Joe's going to be down in the post, not out on the arc shooting threes because Doc's going to make him do that.
Right.
You know? But, you know.
I mean, real quick before we end.
Sure.
Yo, what's your thoughts about Kawhi and you know, the little scandal going on with him? Are we familiar with that?
With Jerry West.
Yeah, and the uncle and the money thing. Like that's why I think Kawhi is out of LA. I think he's done with LA. At least the Clippers, I think he's done.
When you say done, what do you mean?
I think he's gonna be moving out of LA.
How so?
Well, he opted out, number one. So I think that was. I mean, they said that was strategic because he could get the.
Yeah, he's going to get the Supermax.
But I don't know. I don't think it's going as planned.
Well, I think it's all going to determine to how they play this season.
Okay.
I mean, I know you don't want to hear this. I think Paul George is going to have a good year. I think, and I don't know why. It's just in my gut tells me he's got a lot to prove. He's got a lot to prove. People have been talking real reckless about him. And I think he has a lot to prove. I think he's gonna have a good year.
So yeah,
I think people have been talking reckless about him, and he ain't proved jack since then. I think he's gonna be. I think he's gonna be like Danny. What's his Danny Green? They are who we thought that he is. Who we thought.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's what it's gonna be like for him. To be honest with you, I mean, listen. I was listening to him on something, and he was saying this. Yeah, whatever. Kawhi's that dude. You know. Even see like, you know, some, I don't know, you might see some jealousy out of, I don't know. The Clippers are a mess to me, and you're going to see more unfold. And I think they're going to be guilty. I think that's going to throw a big cloud over things because I do believe where there's smoke, there's fire, and then out of the blue, hey, this is not. It's not. I don't think it's your uncle. I think it's your uncle's homeboy or something that brought you the whole situation. And I can see them being promised $2.5 million, blah blah, this and that out. And then Jerry West is going. He's like, no, I'm not paying that. You know what I mean? Whatever. Yo, I see it happening. I think Kawhi knows all about it.
For sure.
I think it's all. I think, you know, he's like, I don't know nothing about that. I'm just here to play basketball. Yeah, I get you. Because you got your money. You know what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? So I like the Sixers and the Lakers, and I'm ending right there. Sixers, Lakers, finals with. I don't know. I can't say who's winning.
I mean, listen. if the Sixers and the Lakers played in the finals, that would be.
If they don't do the finals, they're doing Eastern Conference Finals. They lose.
Even to me, Eastern Conference Finals for the Sixers is more than a successful season.
I agree.
Like I said, I mean, I don't want to see us lose again in the second round, but I want to see growth. And I want to say, okay, this first season under Doc, let's say we lost in the second round and we lose a 4-2 series, but we're in every game. It's different approach. We're not suffering from the same mistakes. If we're losing because it was just that's what happened and we lost good basketball, okay. And but like I said, we get to like Eastern Conference Finals, I think that's even more success than we could ask for.
And I think if the Sixers do have to go back to your point, if the Sixers got to make a trade or whatever, I don't think it's Ben. I think it's Embiid.
I just don't think anybody wants him.
Yeah, I think a big trade value is very low.
That's
because
that's
of the injury history.
Well, because of injury, he's a big. Nobody.
Big,
they don't value that. He's older.
Yeah.
How many years? That's the only reason. I think Ben is your asset.
Yeah. Ben is your asset. Or
LeBron. I think he has a chance to be LeBron.
okay, well, like once again,
Not all the way, but at least close, though.
So he's gotta shoot the basketball.
Okay,
He's gotta shoot. Okay. Well, you know what? The Dr. Sal's supposed to be 6 feet tall. That ain't never. I'm just saying. I mean,
like I said earlier, I don't even need him to shoot. I just need him to score. Like, I don't care how you score.
yeah,
You gotta
score, right?
Okay, so again, to read that, he doesn't need to shoot. He needs to become more aggressive, and he needs to become a closer. However, he does it. We need to know that we can get a bucket. Ben will go get it for us one way or the other. Whether he drives, gets to the line, takes a shot, but he makes the shot happen. He needs to want the ball in clutch situations. I still haven't seen that enough out of him, and I want to see more of that.
Yeah, I can do that. I can do that. What you think about you think Kyrie and Kev they stay together? Kyrie and Durant?
Yeah, I mean, because I just was thinking there's nowhere for him to go. I mean, it's like.
And I think Katie just wants the hoops. He ain't worried about all that other stuff.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
Kyrie, do whatever. Kyrie, do whatever. I'm just gonna do that shit.
But that's what I'm saying. But it's sad though that he seeks that attention because it's like you saying that artists, whatever, and shouldn't have to the pawns in the media, whatever. How come your boy ain't had no problem?
Right.
Kevin had no problem.
And even though David Lillard came out and was like, "Yo, Kyrie, just talk media. It ain't that serious."
It's not that serious, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? That he come out there, and I don't want to talk about nobody's different traditions and different rules and whatever like that. But he's burning sage on the court. I don't care. Burning no sage. But again, what he came into I seen like Carson because he's too famous and you guys look alike.
No, because he never answered my DM as we talked about it. No, honestly,
Okay.
I like Carson because at the end of the day, like I say, we don't win the Super Bowl without Carson Wentz, and for that reason, I am always going to be a fan of his. And I think, I think at the end of the day, he still did not get a fair rap in Philly.
But you don't win it without Alshon. You don't win it without Doug Peterson. You don't win
Right,
it
but we
without
get all those
Graham.
guys get credit. All those guys get credit.
So why are you separating the credit? Like
I'm not
isolating.
I'm not separating, but I'm not. People just want to be so quick to forget that he was a key part of it too, and that's what bothers me. He's
Wait,
never.
Coach, please respond when you get a chance, man. Please do.
You sound like a little kid. I want my credit too. I want my credit.
I want him to shine. Come on. No, he's been shined. He shined his ass all the way to what, $30 million a year?
So let me.
He got the credit though.
If he would have, I think, if he would have been given an opportunity in Philly that was more fair and more adversity not on top of him, you may have seen a different quarterback.
No.
Wait, what's the adversity?
Like I said, if he was provided with the support around him, with DK Metcalf being drafted, with Justin Jefferson being drafted, if he had playmakers around him, I think that he would have had a different, end result. But that's what I gotta say. So with that said, thank you guys for watching.
End on that.
We'll be back next week. Appreciate it. Follow the videos. We'll catch you soon.